the connection between insulin resistance, metabolic dysfunction, and sleep. Talk about that.
It's a huge one. So, this is an alarming study. If you take a group of individuals and you limit them to less than 6 hours of sleep, and you were to check their insulin sensitivity after just 3 days, clinically they would show pre-diabetic. They were healthy at the beginning of the study, but just 3 days of insufficient sleep and they're already pre-diabetic. Because poor sleep has been associated with insulin resistance and therefore reduced insulin sensitivity. So that's huge. And then if we look at metabolism and weight, individuals who get insufficient sleep are at significantly higher risk of obesity. In children, there's almost an 80% increased risk of obesity if they're not sleeping well, or sleeping enough. And so that's because sleep plays an important role in the regulation of your hunger hormones. So kind of the two big ones is one's called leptin. And leptin is basically, it's released by the fat cells and it tells the brain when you are full. So leptin, you're full. The other one is called ghrelin. It's released from the stomach. And this one will signal hunger. Ghrelin levels up, you feel more hungry. In individuals who get insufficient sleep, they develop something called leptin resistance. So the brain can't receive the signal of I'm full, of satiety. And the ghrelin levels goes up. And so they feel more hunger. So did you know in an individual who had poor sleep, and if you were to measure their caloric intake the next day, it's about 300 calories more on average, give or take. So they tend to eat more as a result. In addition, their cortisol levels are also higher. So cortisol levels is also going to contribute to higher blood sugars, more weight gain, more stress, right? It's a stress hormone. And they feel more hungry and less full. And the choice of food also changes. So that individual who had poor night's sleep, not only they're going to eat more, but they're also going to crave more junk food, basically. Carbohydrate-rich foods. It's been shown clinically. And so just adding more fuel to the fire. Now get this study, when I learned about this, I was mind blown. If I have two groups and they're both losing weight, actively losing weight, great, awesome. But I take one group and I'm going to make them a little sleep deprived versus the other group. The weight that they are losing will change such that the group that's getting insufficient sleep, they're going to lose weight, but a lot of that weight will come from the muscle. They're losing some lean mass. Whereas the group that's getting sufficient sleep, they're losing weight, they're actually losing fat, the thing we actually want to lose. We don't want to lose muscle. So if you're losing weight and you want to make sure you're losing the right weight, we want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Huge.
How reversible is this?
It is reversible. Just get your sleep back on track. This is all reversible.
All right, we've shared a lot of great information today. Somebody feeling overwhelmed, but they want to take action after the chat. What are 3 things they can do right after this conversation before they go to bed tonight to improve their sleep?
Yeah, okay. Let's see, 3 things. Number 1, do something that you enjoy, that's relaxing, that's preferably without technology. Start that about 90 minutes before bedtime and get relaxed. Be excited to go to bed. Think of it as an indulgence, right? It is like you look forward to a dessert. Look forward to your sleep. Okay. That's huge. Next, create predictability in your day to day. Eat at the same times every day. Go to bed around the same time. Wake up at the same time every day, even if it's on the weekends. So then that way your circadian rhythm is like clockwork. Okay. Um, and number three, I would say, we only get three. So the third one I would say is activity during the daytime. If you want a good night's sleep, you need a good day's activity. Okay. So you keep your body moving, go for walks, especially in the morning is excellent. If the sun's rising, even when the sun's going down, those kind of red hues emitted from the sun during those specific hours, huge, especially its effect on the sleep timing. So keep moving the body, tire the body out a little during the day, and then it's setting yourself up for a more sounder, deeper sleep at night.
Since you made it to the end of this clip, I know you're going to love the full episode. Click here to watch. I'll see you over there.
This is an alarming study. If you take a group of individuals and you limit them to less than 6 hours of sleep, and you were to check their